Hello my friends, and welcome back to our blind Let's Play, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. The Ace Attorney trilogy is for the PS4. My name is FlightlessBird. This is your story-based gaming channel. And I want to say, I hope everyone's having a much better day than Allbag here. We're starting off with her being, very, nonplussed, I think is the correct word. Quick storm update. I said yesterday that I doubt, there'll be any negatives, except maybe my internet gets knocked down, because my internet can get knocked down on a simple storm, nonetheless a bigger storm. However, I feel fairly confident that I don't think we'll have any real negative effects from the storm. That could still change, obviously, but I feel pretty confident in saying that we'll get through this pretty well, and tomorrow will just be another day. So I'm really excited about that. I'm really happy about that. I really want to say that my hearts go out to the people affected in Haiti with the earthquake, and especially with that storm rolling over it as well. If you can find any way to help out the people of Haiti, that's where my heart lies at the moment. So I'll be praying for them. Let's go ahead and get back to the game, shall we? How was I to know everybody would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. All the dots. I just love how Edgeworth is so off guard by this. Wow, old Winback has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Yeah, Oldback could be a good lawyer. She just knows how to shut people down. Well then, let's see about your proof then. Witness testimony, the man in the photo. I never saw anything. I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his legs. See? It's clear as day. Okay, so looking at this picture, I can understand her point of view here, but the problem is the person here is dragging both of their pants legs. And this is what I was talking about the other day. I thought that the person wearing his costume had to be smaller than him, because obviously they're dragging both the pant legs. This leads me to believe that it's the young assistant, the girl with the glasses, because she's small enough for this to happen, and she could have also escaped through the grate. Now, one of the things I love about this game, though, is not enough to know the answer. It's sort of like when you're in math class in school, and the teacher is teaching you algebra, and they're like, okay, what is x when x plus 1 equals 2? And you write down your paper that x equals 1, because obviously 1 plus 1 equals 2. And you get the problem wrong. And the reason you get it wrong is because it wasn't enough to know x equals 1. You had to know to subtract 1 to both sides to get x equals 1. It's about the journey, not so much the destination. And that's what I like about this game so far. It seems to do that. It's not so much about finding out the solution, but explaining all of the things around the solution so that you have a complete understanding of exactly what happened. Oh, that's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? So he has sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got me hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Alright, the man in the photo, cross-examination. Let's do it. I never saw anything out of me, mind you. Oh, whippersnapper! Wow, that was fast. I didn't even have a chance to say anything. Hey, I haven't said anything yet. Exactly. I'll have you know, I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is on straight and narrow. The up and up. You today. Always whining about each other, pointing fingers, not to make an old lady cry. Mr. Wright, please, for all of our sakes, try not to upset the witness. Oh, I think Edgeworth has match. Oh, so good. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene. Who was present at the run-through? Oh, well, let's see. That was Powers. He's the Steel Samurai. That poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate. And, me.
And, what exactly were you doing?
Observing. Just observing. What about the assistant? Yeah, that's the girl. Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such. So she didn't see the run-through then. I saw Powers trip and fall. Trip and fall? Oh, yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So, Powers sprained his ankle. I helped to make it better for him, of course.
You helped make it better?
I kissed it where it hurt. I don't think that's making it better.
Let's just skip over that part, shall we?
Yes, I agree. Where was the assistant then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. It's interesting because even the game seems to basically say, okay, you're probably thinking it's the girl too, so we're gonna start saying that as well. So it's almost like we came to the conclusion at the same time. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. He broke a prop? Sure did. His own samurai spear. His samurai spear. The murder weapon? Luckily I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. Yeah, because, he was, the evil magistrate was stabbed with the spear. But wouldn't a report say that the spear was taped or something? Which makes it mean that it was a different spear, right? Or something. I better write this down on court record. Samurai spear updated. The murder weapon, a break in the shaft, has been mended with duct tape. Apparently, he strained his ankle pretty bad. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained? Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room and rest up after lunch. That's the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot, okay. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor?
Well, there is one thing that bothers me.
Which is?
Where is this Steel Samurai costume now?
Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Oh, wait, what if I got it wrong? What if she didn't escape through the grate? What if she hid the costume in the grate? Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes? And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers.
I suppose that's right.
Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? Object. Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have yet to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers.
The defense does have a point. I also wonder if someone else that caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also.
Then allow me to remove the doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice, dearie. Witness account continued. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was, Will Powers. And no one else went there. And if they had, I would have seen them. So is this where we use the second photograph to say, who was the other person to go?
So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Cross-examination. The time of William's death was 2:30 p.m., true? How do you know that? Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective. And then, after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, he told me everything. I see. Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts. And the only person I saw go before them was Will Powers. Are you absolutely sure? Quite, Sonny. Nobody's suspicious looking passed by at all. Nobody's suspicious looking. Right. No one else went there. What about before you got to the guard station? You mean before 1 o'clock? Well, why everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy. Edgy boy? Arrgh. All the dots. Eldwinbag sure has balls. Or, well, you know what I mean. Yes, I know what you mean. Old Windbag has a way of skipping over important details after all. Or for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps. The time point of his death was 2:30 p.m., true? I think that's the last line here. I would have seen them. So this photograph was photo number 2. Yeah, there's no way to get into Studio 1 and 2 except through the gate. I'm gonna go with my gut. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes by here, automatically takes a picture? And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right, well, anyway. It's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you want to work the studio, we might have an opening. Well, that very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words, October 15th, 2 o'clock p.m., photo number 2. Even I know that means it was taken out October the 15th at 2 o'clock p.m. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is a bit at the end where it says photo number 2. Yes! Alright, good. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1? If it really was the only photo?
Order the court, I say. Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright.
Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there was only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access. The security lady herself.
Me? You watch your mouth, you whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to me.
Could the witness explain this to the court?
Wouldn't the first person have been, the evil magistrate? Because... I don't have to picture them eating. But if they were all eating together at 12 o'clock, and the evil magistrate was found dead in that area, shouldn't the other photo be of the evil magistrate?
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, please help.
Believe me, I want to. But I don't know what this means either.
So some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. All the dots. All the dots. Yeah, whippersnapper.
Something the matter, Miss Oldbag?
That's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the steel samurai.
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
I see. Your testimony, please.
The other person.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security camera and I check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Miss Oldbag. This is the first time I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny. I only just remembered it.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I'd say this was time for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Yeah, I agree. All right, let's do this again.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do.
Another job?
That's right. I check all the people that passed by the main gate that day. I look closely at every one of the photos that the security camera takes.
Do you back up all of the security cam data?
Well, they keep telling me to, yes. But those computers are just so frustrating. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see.
How exactly determine what isn't suspicious looking?
Oh, you can tell them by looking at their faces, for the most part.
For the most part? This is a murder trial, Mr. Oldbag. I mean, Miss Oldbag.
Oh, well, I didn't touch that suspicious looking Will Powers photo, did I?
I think she's missing the point.
Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Well, who in the heck was in the photo you erased?
Oh, fanboy.
For fanboy?
Still semi fanboys, real freaks if you ask me.
And they're not suspicious?
Oh, they get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. Oh, one was there that day.
The outsider. Remember that? Remember, she said the outsider was here. Ooh. This case may be throwing me for a loop here. Interesting. I'm game. This is good. All right. Well, wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words.
Oh, well. If you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in.
They come in through the drain?
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers.
And it was said that you would need to be a kid in order to get through the gate. I mean the grate. Kids. So in the photo that you erased,
it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
what?
Order, I say. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on the way to the studios that day. And one was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. And the other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh, yes. Well, we see his type there every day. I can't stop him. Can't catch him.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade? I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear.
Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. Oh, that's why I erased the data.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him.
This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time.
October 18th, 11:08 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3.
Mr. Powers.
Yes? Oh wait, I'm sorry, that was Phoenix Wright speaking the first time. Mr. Powers.
Yes?
Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio?
I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest.
So, who's the Steel Samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of that stuff.
Well, I couldn't imagine anyone want to steal the Steel Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me?
It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now.
Nick, what are we going to do?
First, we have to play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this.
Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day.
Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot.
You don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey, Nick, it's time.
Okay, let's go.
What does that mean? Please don't sound like that.
Alright, here we go, back in court.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter?
The prosecution thoughts are simple, Your Honor. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed the crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Very well, Mr. Wright, your thoughts?
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime.
Order! Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind, however. Be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent.
What? Oh my gosh. I just had to stop. I'm sorry, this is like the most absurd statement I've ever read. Where in these trials it seems like the defendant's always guilty and the defendant has to argue why he's not guilty. It's very Napoleonic code, which is you're guilty until proven innocent, rather than what most countries in the world use, which is you're innocent until proven guilty. So for him to say this is just laughable. Oh man, this is God, I love this game.
If you kill someone who's obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
Right, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough.
So, who was this person other than Miss Powers that could have committed the murder?
Alright, so you remember when I said the other day that I want to try to explore the other options? However, look at the top right. If we get this wrong, we could lose this case. So we can't fool around here. Now, my first instinct is the assistant girl. Could it have been the grade school boy? Yes, but it's more likely this is a red herring. This is here to throw off the distraction of it being the girl. Because I think the girl could be small enough to fit in that grate. It's possible. Do I think it's the security lady? It could be, but I don't think so. She doesn't seem to be the murdering type. Especially since it looks like she was at the computer from 1 to 5. Because she saw someone wearing the costume go in that direction. So I don't think it's her. I think this is a red herring. And I think this is correct. It was the assistant. The Steel Samurai costume was in his dressing room. She stole it, and doing so became the Steel Samurai.
So you're saying the Steel Samurai in the picture is really the assistant?
That's correct, Your Honor. All we had to do is say, here, put on this costume and walk with it. And if it drags the pant leg, you could see it, right? Objection! Yeah, I knew you would object. If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the Steel Samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot. Yeah, but he was dragging both of his feet. Oh, uh-oh. Bad feeling time. Remember the testimony concerning Powers' injury. Powers and poor Hammer want to run through. Oh, and me. What about the assistant? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. The assistant knew nothing of Mr. Powers' injury. She could look the Steel Samurai look with that costume, but she couldn't walk the Steel Samurai walk. She wouldn't have limped. She's not limping. She's too small for the costume. Ugh. That kind of takes the legs out from under the case.
Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I have to penalize you as a one.
Oh, no! Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
May we move on, Mr. Wright?
This fight isn't over yet. If you would, Your Honor, one more chance, please.
Very well, go ahead. So who is this person other than Miss Powers that could have committed murder?
So, hold on. I know, I'm a little slow sometimes. She was working on the backdrops, which means she was already in Studio 1. Therefore, she wouldn't need to steal the samurai costume. She was already in Studio 1, right? Yeah, she was already in Studio 1. Oh, this game's making me really question myself. It made me question myself, and then made me doubt myself, and then I said, no, I'm right. The game's wrong. And then the game told me, no, you're wrong. I'm right. And oh, this is throwing me through so many loops. I love it. I just love this right now. I think we have to say security lady. She's the only one that could have stolen the suit. Because the grade school boy could just use the grate, right? It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Oh! The steel samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they have been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag. Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense actually.
Oh, what? Whippersnapper?
By the way, if you didn't know this, your flightless bird is very, very stubborn. So when I get a thought, it's very hard for me to get rid of that thought. It's like, I am convicted that this must be true. And I will see it to the end, even though I'm wrong. It's just the way I am.
Order, I see. Is this true, Oldbag?
Oldbag? Well, that's Mrs. Oldbag to you.
Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the steel samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder.
Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the steel samurai costume?
Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers.
Oh, I see. Oh, excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright.
Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes #2, baby. All the questionable dots? That's odd. What, that Edgeworth hasn't objected yet? Maybe he just wants to shut up Oldbag. Isn't this part where Edgeworth bounces? Oh, once again, the protagonist and I are on the same page. Does he usually jump up with an objection in some new danging evidence?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter?
The dots? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
Oh, what? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it, is that it? Edgy boy! Don't just sit there, do something!
What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way. Keep pressing. Absolutely. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt as Miss Oldbag's actions on that day.
Why would I do something so horrible to Mr. Hammer?
You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too.
Indeed.
That did it. Now Winback is one of the suspects. No hard feelings. I hope.
Oh, just a minute. Oh, what about the other person who went to the studio? Oh, the boy, the one whose photo I erased.
He's only a grade schooler though, as you said. Second or third grade, was it?
It doesn't matter. Oh, when I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds, tops.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Oh, is it be nice to the kids and I mean to Elders Day? You whippersnapper!
I have proof.
Proof?
Proof? We have proof? What?
Indeed. Let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could have not committed this murder.
I have proof? What? Huh? What? Is it the card key? Because you can't get into the room without a key. And he didn't have a key, is that it? The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1. Yes! Alright! How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key?
I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this?
Sounds like a Murloc from World of Warcraft. The windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first.
Very well. This court was to set proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. What was her name?
Something old bag, Your Honor.
Well then, the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Sweet. We did it.
Wait a second! I'm not going to sit here while you end up barking up the wrong tree. Me? I'm talking.
Everyone's like, oh god, please stop. Oh great, stop the presses, the windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldbag, what was this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Again.
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about? By whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk?
We will testify then.
Alright. Here we go again, my lips are sealed.
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, you see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studio that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
Miss Oldbag. This is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
Oh, the duds.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, if you would.
Our lips were sealed.
Global Studios want me to keep quiet about something.
So you were told not to talk.
That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less.
Why, didn't I hear about this?
Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We're all in it. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder.
Who are these people?
Oh, well, the director and the producer, for starters.
The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run through the action scene without a director? Of course.
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So, where were these people?
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. I joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2. There was a Studio 2?
Oh, well, if you look at the guide map. Here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head was fallen over.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination?
I think I've already asked all my questions, but... yeah, let's go.
I said they had nothing to do with it, see?
Miss Oldbag, this is a trial for murder.
I know that, silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side.
So you got your bonuses, yet you still talked. I think I've asked all the questions I had to ask. Let's keep going. Guess there's no more harm in getting more information. Right. Oh wait, I think that was it. Yeah, it actually was the last thing.
Nick, I guess pressing her was the right thing to do. When Owen went back, she sure likes keeping secrets. Let's get as much information as we can.
Oh, did we not get everything? Okay, so that last one. So they... let's try that one. Here, but if you're going to. Them? Who are these people? Oh. Director and the producers, right. Okay, so it looks like we did get all the information that we actually did need. That was not a mistake. We went through her dialogue. Yeah, alright. Take a break. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and, some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers.
The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Ms. Oldbag. And more information about these other people we had just been told of.
Oh, the dots. I understand, Your Honor.
This is today's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. The court is adjourned.
Woohoo! October 18th, 1:04 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Aw, really? It's nothing. Smile. Or should I... or...
We'll be going down to the studios to do some more Oh, that's Phoenix. We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination.
So Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that steel samurai costume? Could it really have been Old Windbag?
Now I'm unsure. Like, I thought it was the assistant, but the assistant was already back in the area. Or then again, maybe the assistant used the grate to come out through the area, steal the costume, go and kill him, and then still be in the area. So it looks like she never actually left the area at all. Maybe that's what happened? I mean, there's new witnesses that we may be able to interrogate, so our suspect pool could easily expand here. What do you think, Mr. Powers?
I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers.
Poor Old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her.
Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation.
Okay, well, let's get down to the studios.
Right, we'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks. Thanks, guys. Huh.
To be continued. Alright, well, my name is FlightlessBird, this is your Sorbius Gaming Channel, and this is our blind Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. the first game in the Ace Attorney trilogy. It's been absolutely wonderful. I'm really, really enjoying this. I hope you guys are enjoying this too. If you are, you know what to do. And I will see you guys next time. Until then, so long. And take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter. You are brilliant and you are loved. And you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.